Despite being one of the most worthwhile inventions in the history of mankind, plastic is regarded as a global health crisis hiding in plain sight. Plastic has been in circulation for much longer than we may bring ourselves to imagine, but only recently has it become a threat to human beings and the various ecosystems. Even with their convenience in our day-to-day lives, their impact on human health is yet to be grasped by many.
It has been observed that plastics are responsible for significant pollution of the environment. All the major ecosystems were affected or are affected by inappropriate use and disposal of plastics. We have the PET bottles, the type that is used in mineral water. That has not been banned, although it is also a source of serious. It's a serious concern because it's causing pollution of the ecosystems that we talk about.
Human beings are increasingly exposed to microplastics through drinking water, food and air, with an estimation of about 90,000 particles ingested annually from bottled sources of water only. Microplastics are smaller particles of plastics that break down from macroplastics, and due to their invisible nature, they easily find a way into human body either through inhalation, consumption of seafood, or through use of products such as toothpaste, lipstick, and even shampoo.
Zile tunaita pampers ni nyingi zaidi, inaingilia katika huu mto ambao unaitwa mto Nyamasari ama Nyamasari River ama kwa jina lingine River Owaga, ambayo inaingilia hapa karibu na Yacht Club. Inapitia katika makazi ya wananchi kutoka eneo la Kibos hadi hapa chini ziwani. Unakuta kwamba kama watu wa Kibos ama wenye kampuni ya kutengeneza sukari, mmoja wapo ya wale ambao wanashiriki katika uchafuzi wa hii ziwa, sababu wana discharge the waste into that river and the river brings it right into the lake. Na vile vile watu ambao wanaishi kando ya hiyo mto wana discharge sewage, raw sewage ndani ya maji na inaishia katika ziwa.
Once plastic waste is released into the environment from either human activity or industries, a certain percentage is retained on land, while the rest flows into rivers carried by wind or rainwater and ultimately deposited into large water bodies, where again it is either broken down over time by water currents into smaller pieces that are ingested by marine species, finding their way into the food chain, or trap and suffocate aquatic life, endangering their very existence.
Kisumu is located close to the largest freshwater lake. So a lot of that plastic ended up into the lake. And once it gets into the lake, it cannot be retrieved. Once in the lake, the plastics, sometimes get eaten by fish, or some fish get entangled in the plastic and they die. And even if the plastic stays long and breaks down in the lake, the microplastics are eaten up by the small fish, and the same ends up in the food chain. So when you eat fish, you get the plastics.
Samaki ambao wanapatikana katika hii maji itafika nyakati ambazo haitakuwa nzuri kwa matumizi ya binadamu. Manake zinakula chafu ambazo hizo chafu ziko na sumu. Hiyo chafu inapoingia katika mwili wa samaki inakuwa na ile tunaita heavy metal. Hiyo heavy metal binadamu akikula inachangia kuleta madhara ama magonjwa aina ya kansa.
The increasingly efficient nature of plastics and its widespread use has made plastic waste management more difficult than it should be. Contrary to common belief, only a small fraction of plastic waste is viable to recycle, with the rest left to accumulate in the environment, with another smaller fraction being incinerated, which releases other forms of toxic waste into the environment if not done in the right way. Precious Plastic Manyatta is a non-governmental organization that is committed towards reducing plastic pollution through recycling.
The main reason why we started this program is to help reduce plastic waste pollution that was too much in the slums, because we've been conducting cleanups along the rivers, in the game parks like Impala Park. We've been doing cleanups there just to help reduce the amount of plastic pollution. We've also been doing cleanups in the communities and also educating people on importance of plastic waste management.
All forms of plastic waste are collected around Kisumu County through regular cleanups or simply picked up by street children for a few coins and assembled at a collection point in readiness for recycling, reusing, or transportation to designated disposal and incineration locations. The plastic scrap collections points are important to plastic recycling companies that buy them from the scrap basis either in specific colors or in an assortment of colors, which they later wash, sun-dry, and sort according to color and type, after which the plastics are cut into smaller sizes to be able to fit into the shredding machine, which further cuts the plastic into small pellet-sized pieces. These pellets could be sold to recycling companies lacking resources to shred plastics, or could proceed to the next stage, which is melting in an extruder or injection machine. The plastics are shredded in specific colors or as a mixture of colors depending on the product color the person wants to achieve in the final process. The extruder and injection machine, as the name suggests, receive plastic in form of pellets, melt it and release it hot, a form that can easily be molded into various products. The molding process is where molten plastic is made into various forms using different molders depending on what one wants at the end product. This process requires the person partaking it to wear protective clothing like gloves, a face mask and a shield, and special headset for noise reduction.
Some of the products we make include fruit bowl. In this you can put your tomatoes, onions, and every kind of fruits you have around. So do flower vases. This is a flower vase. You can put your natural flower or artificial, just for your home deco. We also do drawer or doorknobs. Yeah. We do earrings. These are earrings for ladies, and even gentlemen can do earrings. We do make pegs, unique ones, and very strong and durable, different colors. These are pegs. We also do, this can be a tumbler, or this can be a flower vase. Yeah, so we also make this bigger and smaller one. We also make filters for educating people on family planning, fertilization, reproductive in general. These are filters. It's very good, baby. We also make plates for baja, chipo, snacks, and the rest. We have African earring and aquatic earring. and necklaces like this aquatic earring, this water dragon, this kind of fish. Yeah.
Only a small percentage of plastic is viable to recycling. That is the high-density plastics like the high-density polyethylene and polypropylene, thus leaving us with almost 6 other plastic types, of which are single-use plastics that can neither be reused nor recycled. This means that we still need to do more if we are to put an end to this menace.
NEMA, or the National Environment Management Authority, is a parastatal under the Ministry of Environment and Mineral Resources, Environment and Forestry. And NEMA is charged with the responsibility of ensuring a clean and healthy environment for all. So effective 2017, single-use plastics got banned. So the ban affected importation, exportation, and even local use, local manufacturing of the same plastics. So from 2017, if you are found with plastics, then you be arrested and charged because it goes against laws of the land.
Kwa hivyo tunaona ni bora sana kuweka mikakati ile ambayo inaweza kufanya tuizuie isiingilie katika mazingira yetu. Kama tutakuwa tumeweka mtu kwa mto pale, hawezi kuweka labda kitu ya kuzuia isipite kiingie kwa ziwa.
So the only way to help is to learn on how to manage plastic, how to reduce the use of plastic. When you can use a glass or when you can use a different thing, avoid plastic. And if there is a plastic you can reuse, like salad jerry cans, you reuse it, you don't throw it away. And if there are ones you can recycle, don't throw plastic endlessly. You throw to a place where it can be found. Mostly we say you don't throw plastic away, you throw to us, we are the recyclers.